I'm looking at it from here and it's really beautiful with the light coming that way. Diffuse light. Ah, that is rather nice. That's horrible and bitty. Scale, you see, the scale is really important. I'm taking this out, and that is rather lovely like that. You might ask, or you might think to yourself, well, do we actually need paintings anyway? There are other ways to communicate without words. But, I mean, for me, anyway, I don't know, I just think it's a testimony to being here and now, this time, this place. And actually, it's interesting, even if you're a painter that looks back, you're still in your time and your place. There's nothing you can do about that. That's the way it is. That's the reality, isn't it? In fact, you're always painting history, because I always paint from life, it's been and gone. That moment of looking has literally been and gone. So I'm only ever actually looking at the past, really, in a sense. For me, you know, these ancient ways of communicating are as we've not suddenly stopped needing them. How much of communication is non-verbal, I forget. Somebody's done an equation, but I think the thing is that if you need to say something and you can't say it through any other medium, and you find a medium you love using, then that's what you do. It doesn't matter whether it's charcoal or whatever, or household paint, like Alfred Wallace, who just used household paint. No, he used boat paint, actually. Not true, he used marine paint. You're going to find a way. I often think that, you know, if you were stuck on a desert island and you would actually, and you needed to make something to say about your experience about being there and that time, which I probably would need to, you would find anything you could to do that. Right, so, yeah, my thinking is, what would happen if I made this more part of the wall behind? And I can do this without, you know, the least painful way to do it is with chalk. You can do it with bits of paper. I sometimes, you know, when I'm teaching, I usually do it with bits of paper because, reason being that it's not dry. So if your painting is dry, this is what I tend to do. And then I'm going to step back. And then I'm going to say, I probably can't tell anyway. One, because it's too faint, and two, because it's going to take me weeks to work out whether this is any help or not. Now, if my mother was here, she'd be able to tell me immediately what was wrong with it, or whether there was anything wrong with it, and what, because she was so experienced. But it all takes me a lot longer. So, okay, I've made my decision about I want the pink in there. I have to then think, well, is the problem with the painting the amounts? So it's what I might used to talk about with my mum, which is the 90-10 proportion or the 80-20. So when you get a painting that's kind of half one thing and half another, that's when you run into trouble, because your eye can't really decide what's important, and it's always more powerful if it's one thing or another. I love the light, but I'm not sure about, I'm back into pink and green, and it can be a bit like purple and yellow. They And yet another analogy, I'm afraid, ridiculous analogy, but I always think is a bit like eating the, you know, when you get a chocolate box selection and you get the orange creams, it's kind of like that. So the pink and the green is having that effect on me. It's making me feel slightly nauseous. I mean, obviously I've got the pink and the green of the tulips, but already that to me is less shouty. And then I've got the Scarlet Lake. Ooh, it's doing something funny to my eyes, this. Oh God, this is really useful, this rolling pin. Roll that on the ground. Actually, what I tend to do is walk on that first there, like that. That's it. That's better. And then that on top. That's brilliant. Absolutely flattened. Make a darker version. Pull that down a bit. I'm going to shuffle around, Nick. I might even shuffle with this chair, actually. I'm thinking I might do my painting like this. And I like this light and it's comfortable. And I need to be comfortable. I love that yellow. That is fab, see? That makes me want to paint now. You sometimes have to kind of approach them as if you've stumbled across them. So going away and then coming back helps. I'll get my paints. There we go. And probably, oh, it's nice to be sitting comfortably. Get my studio easel. And I've got a painting here I'm going to paint over. Completely gone. Just no, that's not right. Oh. Right, I've got to get that in there. Not too big. That's amazing. Apple there.